Your starting lineups. First for the Lions of Bryan College. Starting at guard, a 6-foot graduate from Chattanooga, Tennessee, number 1, Ian Johnson. At guard, a 6'2 junior from Jefferson, Georgia, number 5, Dalen Gales. At guard, a 6'2 freshman from Memphis, Tennessee, number 4, Rigel Moore. At center, a 6'6 junior from Albany, Oregon, number 12, Josh Bauer. And at forward, a 6'4 senior from Hendersonville, Tennessee, number 33, Keller D.A. The Lions. Bryan College is led by head coach Don Rukowski. Your University of Pikeville Bears. At guard, a 5'7 junior from Pikeville, Kentucky, number 0, Kean Warwicks. At forward, a 6'6 junior from Big Stone Gap, Virginia, number 1, Bradley Bucket Bunch. At guard, a 6'5 junior from Columbus, Ohio, number 4, Mr. L.A. Walker. At forward, a 6'3 junior from Johnson City, Tennessee, number 14, Keenan Cudlip. At forward, a 6'8 graduate from Grundy, Virginia, number 44, Cade Looney. The Bears. UPIKE is led by head coach, Mr. Ty Compton.
Bears of the new grays today. Gray jerseys, white numerals and letters on the front and the back. Bryan in the black tops and bottoms outlined in the red. Red numerals on the front and the back as well. Should be a dandy. Two top teams in the conference. Set to go at it. Bryan at 12-2, number 1. The 21st ranked UPIKE Bears at 11-3. Cade Looney and Josh Bauer, center court. We're ready to get this basketball game underway here on this beautiful Saturday afternoon here in the mountains.
I've never seen referees pass it around the players before.
That's something they've been really doing here as of late, letting everybody kind of have a touch of the basketball to make sure they're good with it. All right, we're ready for basketball. Bears will work it from left to right as we view it here in the first half. Ball goes into the air. It is controlled by Bauer and the Bryan Lions. Here we go. D.A. gives it off out to Bauer. Bauer works out top. Bears open up at a man-to-man. Bauer trying to find himself down underneath. Hook shot on the baseline over. Looney is pure. Nice. Josh Bauer, what a shot to start this ball game.
Nice shot, but he was trying to move Looney out of the way. That's going to be a tough job.
Flirted with a triple-double his last game out. 20 points, 18 rebounds, and 9 assists. And here's a three ball to open things up for Bradley Bunch from downtown Tripletown. And a 3-2 Bears lead.
I'll tell you, Brad Bunch can fill it up.
D.A. gives it off near side to Moore. Back out top. Push-off foul, no whistle comes against Gales. Here's a three ball, won't fall. Fighting for it inside, Bradley Bunch. Here comes Kean Warwicks. Out to Bunch, down near side to L.A. Walker. Man-to-man defensive pressure by the Lions. Warwicks off the left side. Goes out the back door, nearly has that one taken away, and he does so. They'll say that it was a kicked ball before it was turned over, so it'll stay with UPIKE. Try to get a little fancy there with the passing and didn't get a lot enough on it to get it where it needed to go. So Keenan Cutlip will trigger in right in front of the Bryan bench after Don Rukowski hanging it up after a storied career after this season. Been there 21 years at the control of the Lions. Here's Warwicks. Down to the corner, Cutlip goes baseline, kick it out. Walker, spot up threes on the way, no. Inside, Cutlip has the rebound, out to Warwicks. A fresh 20 for the Bears.
Like seeing Cutlip back in full force here.
Here's Warwicks, gets free, all alone. 3-ball from a horse distance, won't go. And a foul inside, and they got a foul from behind. They'll get that on DA. His first, team's first.
Brad Bunch said a wicked pick there a while ago.
Here's Bunch inside, starts to the left, has that one blocked. Saves the basketball inside, and another offensive set. Here's Walker inside, runner from 15, no. Ian Johnson clears the rebound. Long possession there for the Bears. It comes away with no points. Bauer out to Johnson on the handoff. Works, meets him at the point of contact. DA feeds it out top. Straightaway three from Gales is on the way, is good. The junior from Jefferson, Georgia, dials up long distance and puts his team in front by 2. Walker brings it off near side. Ball's tipped underneath and taken away. Johnson on the steal.
A lot of deflection for this Bryan team.
Bauer out top. Gives it off to DA on the wing, left side, in front of Bradley Bunch. Now back to Bauer on the baseline. Bauer's going to work on Looney, who has that one raked away. 10 on the shot clock. Has that one stolen away. They go out in transition, and a ball poked away. They'll get that foul against Rigel Moore, his first, team's second. You could see what was coming there. Bradley Bunch was trying to set up the lob.
Yep.
But they could not make the connection. But either way, Bunch will go to the line and shoot 2. First one is up, is short. Bunch is 73.6% free throw shooter on the season, 53 of 72. Averaging 20 points, 9 rebounds. He had 29.7 rebounds last time out against True McConnell, 96-69 victory. He gets 1 of 2, 4 points for him. 5-4, Bryan leads it by 1. DA gives it off to Bauer. Bauer to the rack and is fouled. That's on Kean Warwicks. His first, team's first. And the big junior out of Albany, Oregon, to the line to shoot 2. 78.3% free throw shooter, 47 of 60. 26 points, 9 rebounds, 6 dimes when these two teams hooked up back in November. First one falls through. 98-88 win in that one for the Bears.
Pretty good trip from Oregon to Bryan.
Got them both. He's got 4, and the lead's back to 3. The largest lead of the ball game. Works front court. Cutlip on the wing, goes back out to Looney in between the rings. Now L.A. Walker on the left wing. There's Walker out top. Bunch finds the baseline, goes to the rack and finishes. Bradley Bunch has all 6 of the Bears' points. It's a 1-point deficit. Bauer takes it off to the left side. Gale's working a little curl now. Back to Bauer. DA out of the corner, 10 on the shot clock. Bauer wants a long-range 3. It's off the mark, no good. Chance for the Bears to take the lead on this trip. Down by 1, 7-6. Nice pass inside, Cutlip. Goes back out to Warwicks. Here's Bunch, step back long, 2's on the way, no. Had a toe on the line. Gales with a rebound. Out in transition are the Lions. 3-ball on the way from Dalen Gales, no good. L.A. Walker has it tipped to him just outside the paint.
A lot of motion by this Bryan team.
Walker knifes his way to the basket and finishes strong off the glass. First points for the junior out of Columbus, and the Bears have their first lead of the contest at 8-7. Excuse me, second lead. They were led at 3-2. Here's Bauer out top. Gets past Looney and is fouled. Cade Looney picks up the foul, his first, team second. And Josh Bauer back to the line to shoot 2. Bauer, a 51% shooter from the field, averaging just under 15 points a game and 9.8 rebounds per contest. First one is up, is good. Jalen Rigdon freshman out of Pike County Central, checking in, replacing Keenan Cutlip. Even at 8. And the second free throw rattles home for Mr. Bauer to snap the lead back in favor of the Lions at 9-8. There's Rigdon. Now Walker in between the rings. Works on a screen there from Looney. Works on the left wing, feeds it off now to Looney. Nice skip pass. Walker wants to penetrate, has that one raked away by Bauer. Numbers for the Lions. DA goes right at the rim. Shot doesn't fall, but the second opportunity comes out of the rim. Had a good follow there by Bauer. They couldn't connect. Rigdon off the left wing. Off to Warwicks, right back to him. Here's Warwicks. Pumps. L.A. Walker, spot up 3 from the wing. No. DA with a rebound. Both teams trying to settle things down. Gales can't finish at the rack. Both teams have gone cold after a quick start in this ball game. 9-8. Bryan leading this one early. There's Walker between the rings. Tried to go to the left hand, and a foul. They'll say they got him on the side of the head on the way up. Dalen Gales whistled for the foul, his first, team's third.
Tell you what, this is going to be a fun game to watch. A lot of up and down, a lot of motion. Neither one of these teams standing still, are they?
Not a chance. Trying to get some stats to update, and it keeps shifting back and forth. It won't stay connected. So we'll keep you updated as we get that through here, but either way, free throw for L.A. Walker's first one is up is good. Walker, an 80.8% free throw shooter, 80 of 99 on the season. Second free throw's on the way. Got it. So a 10-9 lead. He'll take a seat. Cutlip returns.
Trying to rotate bodies in and out, keep up the pace here.
And that's something that Ty Compton has a lot of opportunities to do with, as he's got bodies on that bench to use. Here's Bauer banging inside with Looney. Ball taken away. Bears out in transition. Cutlip slows it down on the near side. He'll feed it out to Warwicks, left of point. Now Bradley Bunch, who's had a great first half, starting things off. Cutlip out of the corner, stops in the lane, goes to the right and finishes at the rim. His first bucket.
Yep.
Bauer between the rings, out top with Looney staying with him. Gales a long 3, no. Rigdon skies in for the rebound, a 3-point lead for the Bears. Here they come. Out to the corner, now back around the horn. Cutlip going to attack and is cut off, and a foul. That's on Gales, his second. Team foul number 4.
Torres checking into the ball game.
Torres, a junior out of Crossville, Tennessee. L.A. Walker back in the ball game. As Rigdon will take a seat. Bears basketball in a 3-point lead. Walker from the corner. Works up top, he'll reset the offense. Ty Compton barking the orders from the sideline. Comes a screen from Looney. Walker doesn't need it. He goes the opposite direction and finishes off the glass for his 6th. And the lead is out to 5. And a nice take the other way, but it won't stay home for Mr. Moore. Bradley Bunch picks the rebound off. Walker off to Bunch. 3 balls up. Won't stay home off the front iron. Bauer on the wing left side. 1 dribble, pulls and shoots. No good. L.A. Walker out jumps. Ian Johnson on the baseline. 5-point lead, 12 minutes to go in the half. And Walker traveled. Sure did. He shuffled his feet before he got moving. Here comes Tyler Best on the basketball game for UPIKE as he'll replace Caden Looney. Best, a 6'6 junior out of Seymour, Australia. 2 Australians for this UPIKE team, 1 for the women, 1 for the men.
Yep. Best, a good three-point shooter.
The weave out top. Moore. Looks at a double team, loses his dribble. Nice pass to D.A. Turnaround hook shot in the lane, no good. Another rebound by Bradley Bunch. Works, races it ahead. In traffic off the glass, can't finish, but he'll shoot 2. Kim Works is so fast with the basketball.
Yeah, he is.
Fouls on Ian Johnson, his first, team's 5th. So Kean Morricks, a junior out of Pikeville, 79.4% free throw shooter, 50 of 63 on the season, averaging 9.5 points a game, 2.6 rebounds. Had a nice game the last time out against Drew McConnell. He dropped 24. He and Bradley Bunch both go over 20. Bunch led the way with 29. One more. Got that one. So 1 of 2 for Works. 15-9. Increases the lead out to 6. Bauer working on the Bunch. Trying to feed it inside. The Bears take it away. They've got numbers out in transition. Out to Works from the left side. Around the horn it goes. Bunch from the wing. 3-ball. Got it. Great ball movement there by the Bears as Bradley Bunch connects on his second triple, and the lead is out to 18-9. Timeout, Bryan. A 30-second timeout.
And that KCU Reinhardt game, 2-point lead for KCU, 8 seconds to play.
That's in the women's side of things, and again, we're talking that because of the complexity that it has at the top of the conference. For the women, should KCU hang on and win that game, especially with UPIKE winning here earlier this afternoon. We talked about the top 25 poll that UPIKE stays in at 21st this week. The top 10 looks like this. Arizona Christian at 10, Montana Tech at 9, Dort out of Iowa was 8th, Bethel, Indiana 7th, Baker out of Kansas 6th, the Masters from California 5th, College of Idaho 4th, Georgetown, Kentucky falls from the top spot after losing. They're back to number 3. LSU Alexandria at number 2, and Freed Hardeman out of Tennessee, the top team in the nation in NAIA. Back underway. Shot inside, will not go home. Bears in transition. Here's Warwicks with a spin move and a finish. What a take by him. Cal Drake was the man who missed the shot on the other end, who checked in on that timeout. Bauer pounding that basketball, gives it off to Moore from the wing. 3 balls up, no good. Works, fights for the rebound. The shortest guy on the floor comes away with it. L.A. Walker in transition. Spins in the lane and goes right into Bauer, who knocks that one away. Here's Bauer. 20-19, it's an 11-point lead. Bauer goes up, has that one blocked away. Bunch with the block and the rebound. And on the other end, Bradley Bunch hammers it home with the left hand. 22-9, the lead continues to extend. It's out to 13. Torres slams on the brakes, brings it back out to Moore. Moore with a sweet finish from the left side with the right hand as Raygale Moore, his first points. Here's Warwicks. Bunch gives up the dribble. Lobs it back out to Warwicks near midcourt. 10 on the shot clock. Warwick's to the rack and is fouled. Ian Johnson picks up his second, team sixth. And Kean Warwick's back to the free throw line to shoot 2. Updating that game in Grayson, they're headed to overtime. Reinhardt got a bucket just before the horn, and it's all tied at 75.
Kean Warwick's with a pair here. Rolls it in.
So after missing that first one, got the second one to go home from the previous spot. Now he hits this one. Looney returns for UPIKE as Tyler Best takes a seat. One more for the junior. Can't get the second one to stay home. So he's 2 of 4 from the charity stripe. But a 12-point lead. It's been out to 13. Moore feeds it inside to Bauer. Bauer working on Bunch. Turn around in the lane and got the soft touch off the rim. 8 points for Josh Bauer. And that snapped a very long run that UPIKE had going. Here's Bunch out top. Off to Warwick's around the horn, Cutlip. Warwick straightaway threes on the way, no. Torres chases it down in the corner. He'll stop and pop with a 3 in transition, no good. Bradley Bunch, by the way, has a double-double. That was his 10th rebound. We've played just under 12 minutes.
He's been the man right now.
11 points, 10 rebounds. Cutlip works off the screen from Looney, goes back out to Bunch. Curl 3, in and out, no, from the cylinder. You know, we've talked so many times about this basket on this end. We saw it in the women's game. Same thing for the men. They still lead it by 10. Here's Moore on the wing, goes back out to Bauer. Now Torres tries to spin in the lane, goes with that left hand from the right side and gets it to fall. The junior out of Crossville, Tennessee, connects on his first bucket of the ball game. Trey Morrow's also into the contest, coming in that last timeout wearing number 22. Here's Cutlip. Off the left elbow, in traffic, has that one blocked away by Morrow. And then a foul from behind on Cade Looney. His second, team's third. Rigdon back in the basketball game. Looney will take a seat. Here comes Tyler Best, as Warwick's will also step off. 7:15 to go before halftime, 23-15. UPIKE's lead is at 8. They've led it by as many as 13. Overtime has started out in Grayson with KCU and Reinhardt in women's action. That game at 75 all. Here's Torres from the left elbow. Running jumper won't go. Another rebound by Bradley Bunch, his 11th of the contest. L.A. Walker from the wing, brings it off to Best. Best from the keyhole, back to Walker. Spot up threes on the way, no, too stiff. Torres tight ropes the baseline. Kicks it away to Bauer. Big junior out of Oregon. Morrow wants a 3. No, too stiff. Tyler Best with a long rebound out by the elbow. Both teams have gone cold after quick starts. Walker to the rack, and L.A. Walker finishes. And a 30-second timeout. That one's taken by the Bears as they push the lead back to 10 at 25-15. You look at this basketball game, we expected this to be an up-and-down game. That's the way these two teams play. We've had 41 shots already attempted between the two.
Oh, yeah, it's been wild.
5 of 21 are the Lions, 23.8%. The Bears, 9 of 20. 1 3-pointer hit for Bryan. They're 1 of 9. UPIKE's 2 of 9. Bradley Bunch, by the way, is rebounding the same amount of number that rebounds that Bryan has as a team.
Yeah.
They have 11. He has 11 himself.
He's been a beast out there today.
4 of 8 from the field, 2 of 4 from long range. But you get a double-double with just that 12 minutes to go in the first half. You're having yourself a heck of a first half. That's a game in itself.
Yeah, most people be happy with that, but
yeah.
Bunch, I think he's in the running probably for Player of the Year in this league. Right
You would
now.
have to think so. I mean, he's a different animal, to say the least. It was a 98-88 shootout when these two teams met back in November. Andrew Lawrence checking in out of the timeout. Here's Torres from the wing, left side, left at front iron short. Tyler Best in transition. Takes it across the midcourt stripe, slows things down. Kean Works is back in the ballgame. Here's Rigdon, attacks the rim and is fouled.
He was fouled out here on the perimeter. You see shudder when they hit him in the shoulder. But he would like to shoot the free throws, though. He was a pretty good free throw shooter in high school.
So get the foul on Trey Morrow. No, excuse me. That gets it on Cal Drake. My mistake. Team 7, so 1 in the bonus the rest of the way, but we'll have Jalen Rigdon to shoot 2 on this trip. First one is up is good for the freshman out of Pike County Central. 90.6% free throw shooter, 29 of 32. Charlie, we've talked about this before. He was a heck of a free throw shooter in high school as well.
Absolutely. He's getting a lot of playing time as a freshman here on a good basketball team, so he's really adjusted well to the speed of the college game.
Not that he had any issue with speed in his high school career.
We've talked about that. I was talking to Coach before the ball game. It's not your speed you worry about. It's just everybody else being as fast as you are.
Exactly. He hits both and puts the lead out to 12. 27-15, a good first half here for the Bears. Trying to take the number 1 spot away in the top of the conference. Here's a 3 ball that's off badly into the hands of Rigdon. There's that speed to the rack and is hammered as he slides through a couple of photographers on the baseline, and he's back to the line to shoot 2 more.
Now, that was his high school career there. That's the way he played.
That's what I remember seeing from that kid.
I saw him play a lot of games. Yeah.
94 feet with his hair on fire. They'll get the foul on Trey Morrow, his first, team's 8th. And this again will be a 2-shot foul for Jalen. 12.6 rebounds the last time these two teams hooked up down in Tennessee. First one is up is pure. DA back in. Also, Ian Johnson returns. 13-point lead. That matches the largest it's been in the ball game. This one would give UPIKE its largest lead if Rigdon can hit, and he does so. Out to 14. 29-15, 5:30 to play in the opening half. Here's Johnson, feeds it off to Bauer. Gales on the handoff. Bauer out top. Spins in the lane with a hook shot up, no good. Tyler Best fighting for the rebound to take it away underneath. Really good job on the battle there with DA. Here's Rigdon, resets, gives it out to Bunch. 3 from the wing, yes!
He had a good look, but that's a better one.
That's where you talk about a good look for a great look. Perfect ball movement there by the Bears, and the lead is 17. Here's Johnson, and loses it off his foot out of bounds. Ty Compton clapping the hands. Emphatic energy right now by the man who picked up his 500th win. And this is a team that is just relentless right now, making the top team currently in the standings of the AAC look mediocre at best. Works on the wing. Gives it off to Best. Nice job there by Bauer reading that one out in transition. The big man glides to the rim and finishes.
And that wasn't an uncontested layup, though. I mean, that's how quick this defense has been today.
Here's Rigdon, works off the bunch screen. Brings it off the Best. Bad pass, but he corrals it back in. Rigdon out to Best from the wing. 3 balls on the way, too stiff. Morrow skies for the rebound. 15-point edge for the Bears. Lions have the basketball, approaching 4 minutes to play in the half. And a whistle and a foul away from the basketball. They'll get that one on Tyler Best as he was tied up with DA. Best's first, team's 4th. 4:07 to go, first half. Bears trying to make it a sweep on the afternoon. Into the corner, Ian Johnson, the graduate student out of Chattanooga. Morrow inside as he goes right at L.A. Walker and finishes for his first points. Walker from the wing. Here comes Warwicks. They feed it to him. Warwicks glides inside, gets hung up, gives it out to Bunch. Cutlip's 3-ball off the mark. Bauer with a rebound. Another one for the big man. And a whistle and a stoppage. And we're going to get a player that's injured. It's Ian Johnson holding his side. So the officials stopped play after the play came to a stop to allow them to make that substitution. Morrow out top of the basketball. Back door and a layup as Gales finishes off the window for his 5th. Cuts the lead down to 11. Approaching 3 minutes to play in the half. It's been pretty much UPIKE the entire way. Here's Warwicks. He'll pull the trigger. 3 balls on the way for an answer. Warwicks with his 7th of the ball game. The lead's back to 14. Bauer pounding that basketball in front of Bradley Bunch. Gives it off to Gales on L.A. Walker. Slips underneath, tries to finish, and he walked. Had his foot not slipped out from underneath him, I think he finishes for the points, but instead he get called for the traveling violation. Excuse me, they're going to call him for an offensive foul before that. So the push-off, his 3rd, team's 9th player control foul, so no free throws awarded. But man, that's huge.
Yep, Bears will be shooting 2 from here on out.
Yeah, so Don Rakowski rolls the dice and comes up a loser there with Gales. Here's Warwicks, turns the corner, out to the corner. And a runner in the lane by Keenan Cutlip.
Good to see him back at 100%.
And you look at what Warwicks did. He passed up an easy 2 for another 2. That's just how this team operates. And right now, Bryan has everything unraveling.
Bears team can't play much better than they've been playing, though. I mean, they're on fire right now.
Bryan 1 of 10 from 3. They shoot at 32% as a team. Approaching 2 minutes to go, a 16-point lead. Any points on this trip would give UPIKE its largest lead of the first half. Works with 15 out above the volleyball line. Here's Bunch from the free throw line. Turnaround jumper up, got it. That's NBA type of skill that you see there. Turnaround fadeaway. And the lead is 18, the largest it's been. Torres feeds it off to Bauer. Bauer cautiously brings it back out to Torres on the left corner. There's Johnson between the rings, 10 on the shot clock. Warwicks hounding him out top. And Warwicks takes it away from him. Warwicks with a 2-on-1, leaves it up to Cutlip off the window.
And the dime.
And I like the fact that the whistle could have come at half court. They had the advantage. The whistle does not come. And UPIKE in transition pushes the lead out to 20 with 1:26 to play here in regulation. Remember that game we were talking about out in Grayson?
Yeah.
Yeah, it went to overtime and it got ugly. 75-75 going into the 5-minute period. Reinhardt has pushed it out now. It's a 15-3 period. They lead at 90-78 with 8 seconds to go in overtime. And Reinhardt's going to get out of Grayson with a gutsy win. But that would have been a huge, big delivered blow to the top half of the bracket there if Reinhardt would have fallen there. And I was just told there was a fight just broke out after the game.
Okay.
Might want to turn that one back on.
Yeah, we want to see that, Ian. There you go.
And there's a straight up scrum.
Oh, we're got a pretty good one over here to the left there.
The problem is they're fighting each other.
Yeah.
So a flat-out scrum going on up in Grayson between Reinhardt and KCU. We've got a beatdown going on here in Pikeville with the Bears leading the Lions 41-21. We go back underway. Bauer pounding that basketball with the right hand on the wing. Kean Warwick steps in, and a tie-up in front of his bench, and the arrow favors the Bears. 8th turnover of the basketball game for this Bryan team that comes in averaging right at 11.5.
He is tenacious.
They turned it over 10 times in that home loss back in November. Hit 12 threes, but UPIKE hit 13. Here's Warwicks from the keyhole. Loses his dribble. A little bit of help there by Bunch. He'll give it right back to him with 14 on the shot clock. A little shimmy shake. Warwicks wants 3. It's on the way. No. Torres inside in the restricted space claims the rebound. Torres finds a lane right side. A runner off the window. No good. Another rebound there by Bradley Bunch. His 12th of the ball game. 40 seconds to play in the first half. Warwicks will slow things down as he walks it across the midcourt stripe. Ty Compton calling out the play that he wants. About 13 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here comes L.A. Walker. Cutlip finds a lane to the basket off the glass, too stiff. I don't think he was expected to be that free. Shot clock is off, 16 seconds to play in the half. Barrow will beat it to the into the hardwood out top. Tries to find some separation. 3 ball at the horn. Good if it goes. It will not. And it is a 20-point UPIKE lead at the half, 41-21. Bryan struggling mightily from the arc. They're 1 of 11, 9%. UPIKE 4 of 14 for 28%. And it has been a dominating first half for Ty Compton's UPIKE Bears. 41-21 at the break here on the UPIKE Sports Network. And it'll be Bryan basketball to start the second half.
Brad Bunch almost out-rebounded him by himself.
Yeah. He 12, and at one point he had 11 and they had 11. So it finishes with 22. He's got 12 of his own. They had 15 at the break. Here we go, second half action underway. Bauer kicks it out. Moore, Gales, D.A., and Johnson, the 5 on the floor. Here's D.A. with a spin in the lane and a 1. And a chance at a 3-point play to start the second half. His first points of the contest.
That was a pretty impressive move there, too.
Bradley Bunch whistled for the foul, his first team's first. And the senior out of Hendersonville, Tennessee. A 70% free throw shooter, 21 of 30 on the season, misses that one. 41-23, opening seconds of the second half. Here's Walker. Bunch from the keyhole. Shot doesn't fall. Regale Moore skies for the rebound. He'll pitch it ahead off to Gales. Feeds it back out top to Josh Bauer. Shooter out of Albany, Oregon. Here's Gales. Working on Cutlip. Cut off on the baseline. Tries to spin. Throws it off the bottom of the backboard. Gets his own rebound. Ball raked around into the hands of Ian Johnson. Shot clock's at 4. Gales will launch a 3. It's well off the mark as it come up short into the hands of Kean Warwicks, but a shot clock violation will give the basketball back to the Bears.
Not sure they wouldn't rather just let Kean take off with it.
I was kind of looking at the officials like I was fine with what I had. 9th turnover of the basketball game for the Lions. Minute gone here in the second half. 41-23. Bears led it by 20 at the break. Here's Bradley Bunch. Feeds it off to L.A. Walker. Walker slams on the brakes, draws contact. It's raked out of bounds. It'll stay with UPIKE. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Walker trying to entice the contact there and get the foul out of it. None was given. Here's Bunch. 6 on the shot clock. L.A. Walker gets in the lane. 15-footer, and we're going the other way of an illegal screen. They got that one on Cade Looney. His third, team second. Tyler Best quickly back in the ball game.
That's his third foul, so he'll be on the bench for a few minutes. Yep.
Three ball on the way is good as Ian Johnson connects on his first point. Trims the lead to 15. A good start for Bryan here as they chip away to start the second half. Bears going a little motion out top. Here's Best backing himself in. Walker from the elbow. That one's blocked. Fights for his own rebound. Gets it. Forces it back up and one. And a chance at a three-point play for the junior out of Columbus.
Hey, he's very athletic. He can make those kind of moves.
So D.A. picks up the foul, his second, team's first of the half. (43-26). Free throw falls in. Strong take in the lane, doesn't fall as Moore's shot comes off to L.A. Walker. He'll pitch it ahead. Cutlip out of the corner. Gives it off onto the short corner now to Bradley Bunch. Working on D.A. He'll go back to work. Here's Warwicks now to the left side. Best tight ropes the baseline. He stepped out of bounds.
Well, that's probably should have passed that ball off.
Seventh turnover of the basketball game for UPIKE. Here's Johnson. Gives it off to D.A., now off to Gales. 14-footer, too stiff. Warwicks had the rebound. Kind of taken away by his own teammate. Nice feed inside. Yep. They'll go back out in the corner. L.A. Walker spot up threes on the way. No. Another offensive rebound. This time Bradley Bunch. Three ball doesn't go. Dalen Gales has the rebound. Cutlip had the look. Couldn't get it to go.
Good look.
And then a foul. That one's on Cutlip as he goes across the face. His first, team's third. Three ball from the wing, goes home. That's Dalen Gales, his second triple of the ball game. He has 8 in the contest, and the lead's back down to 15 once again. Tyler Best feeds it off now. Around the horn it goes. Cutlip from the left side, now back to Warwicks. Cutlip up top now. Walker, tough shot in the lane, won't go home. Best with an offensive rebound a long ways out. Then Cutlip on the drive and is fouled. No, they'll say he wasn't fouled, and then wasn't fouled again. I saw the official's hands go up, and I thought he was calling a foul. He was trying to say he was wide open. And then a tough take on the other end as Moore finishes off the window past Bradley Bunch, and a full timeout. We'll step out as well with 15:45 to go. Lead down to 13. We're back for more after this on the UPIKE Sports Network.
Welcome back to UPIKE. 44-31. Bears leading it right now, 15-45, but they've cut into that lead since halftime.
Yeah, it was out to 20 at the break. It's been a sluggish start, and Ty Compton burning a timeout there on the backside of that last bucket by the Lions to try to find an answer.
Had some good looks, haven't had any shots to go for them here to start this second half.
So Warwicks will bring it across the midcourt stripe. L.A. Walker gets a screen there from Bradley Bunch. Nicely defended by the Lions. Warwicks thought about the curl, stops on the left side. And then Cutlip off the window for two. His 8th. And the junior out of Johnson City, Tennessee, the pride of Science Hill. Puts the lead back to 15. Out top, Moore gives it off on the handoff. There's Gales. Shot clock inside of 10. Morrow forces a long-range jumper. It's an air ball into the hands of Bradley Bunch before the horn sound, so that's the reason the possession didn't stop. Here's L.A. Walker on the wing. Here's Bunch. Attacks the rim and finishes with 2 hands off the glass. His first points of the second half, his 18th in the contest. Pushes the lead back to 17. A quick pair of buckets by the Bears out of that timeout, and that's something you like to see out of a timeout is some production.
Well, you know, you can't give him a sliver of daylight.
A foul on the way up, as that one's on Cutlip, his 2nd, team's 4th. And to the line is Dalen Gales, junior out of Jefferson, Georgia. 76.1% free throw shooter, 105 of 138 on the season. He's doubling up just about everybody else on the team for the number of free throws attempted and made. And the first one goes home. Jalen Rigdon comes on for Cutlip. Gales with 9 points in the contest, had 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 dimes when they met back in November. Hits the second one. 16 points and a rebound in that 83-59 win over Bluefield last time out. This Bryan team comes in, winners of their last 3. 7-2 at home, 7-2 on the road. Bears trying to hand them their 3rd loss on the road, but which also would give UPIKE the top spot in the league standings, as both would go to 12-3, but the Bears would have the tiebreaker with the 2 matchups head-to-head. Here's Gales, curls it out of the corner. Morrow touches it back out. 3 balls on the way from Moore, short. Strong rebound there by Tyler Best from the keyhole, as he curls it back in and slows things down for the Bears, who lead it by 15 inside of 14 to play. Down the bunch in the corner. Bauer takes it away from him. And an offensive foul. They'll get that one on Bauer as he tried to set it up on the handoff screen, and they get him with a moving screen. His first, team 2nd.
Got to have those feet planted, and he was nowhere close.
Tried to do a little too much at the same time. So back in the hands, the basketball goes to Kean Warwicks. Warwicks comes left. Hounded there by Moore. Now Walker on the wing. Gets in the lane. 11-footer rolls over the rim. He's just so strong. He bangs with people inside and never bumps him off of his spot. And then a foul in transition, as that's going to put Dalen Gales back to the free throw line, as they'll get L.A. Walker on the foul, his first, team foul number 5. (50-33), 12:53 to play. Gales' free throw is up, is good. Hit all 3 of his marks here today. Leads the team in scoring with 20 points a game, 4.8 rebounds for the junior out of Jefferson, Georgia. Held with 5 points in the first half. Second free throw in and out. He leads the team now in scoring with 11. Bauer with 10, all of those in the first half. He's gone scoreless here in the first nearly 8 minutes. Here's Walker. Works on the baseline. He and Rigdon had the same idea. Works, scores out into the corner. Best from 3 is good. Tyler Best connects from downtown Tripletown. 53-34. Leads back to 19. And it's been since that timeout, Charlie, that they've found this little bit of an answer that's been able to get them back out in front before, where Bryan had kind of got it within reach, getting it down to 13.
Right.
Fouls on Tyler Best. That's his second, team foul number 6. So the next foul against UPIKE will have Bryan shooting free throws. Cutlip and Looney return. Best and L.A. Walker step off. 12:15 to go in the ball game. Bauer on the inbound. And an offensive foul away from the basketball on the screen. They'll get that one on Ian Johnson. That's his third, team foul number 3. So a pair of possessions that have resulted in offensive fouls by illegal screens against the Lions here of Bryan. Works front court. Takes it off to the left side. Cutlip goes baseline. Spins in the lane, and a tough shot there by Keenan Cutlip for his 10th. 3 players now in double figures for the Bears, who lead the game by 21, their largest of the night. And a 3 ball there by Dalen Gales goes over top the backboard and out of bounds. Torres back in the ball game, replacing Ian Johnson for Bryan. 55-34, 11:45 to go as Warwick brings it across the midcourt stripe here at the UPIKE Gymnasium. Looney from the keyhole brings it off to Bradley Bunch. Bunch tries to fire that one into Warwick, and it was read perfectly by Moore. Moore lobs it in transition, can't make the hookup. Bears have numbers, a 4-on-2. Cutlip steps through, tried to give it off to Looney. They were not on the same page. Looney thought that Cutlip was going to finish it himself, and it's thrown out of bounds for a turnover. That's somebody just trying to be a little too unselfish.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to take it to the rack, you know. You got that look.
Little weave out top of the motion offense. Torres off the glass, no. Bradley Bunch skies for the rebound. Works on the left side, inside of 11 to play. Now Rigdon. Finds some separation and double dribbled.
I didn't see that.
I saw the crossover, but no double dribble. Ty Compton.
He never picked the ball up.
He's saying the same exact thing.
Official ain't looking at him either.
Ty Compton gave him a little smile as he went past him. Either way, we go back underway. Pull-up jumper right side, no. Ball tipped out and poked right back to Dalen Gales. Torres, straightaway 3, too stiff. Cutlip from the elbow with a rebound.
Cutlip's having a good game tonight.
I think you can see he's gotten healthy. That's the big key.
Yep.
17 on the shot clock. Rigdon. Out to Looney. Spot up 3, no. Moore with a rebound for the Lions, who kicks it ahead to Bauer. Bauer right at Looney. Can't get that one to go home. Bradley Bunch goes and gets it, and then is fouled from behind by Bauer.
I think Bauer thought he was going to get the foul there, and Looney just stepped out of the way.
.10:05 to play. We go inside of 10 as Works brings it front court for the Bears, leading 55-34. Looney posting up inside, working on DA. They can't get it to him. They'll go back out top. Rigdon with 10. Works off to the right side, gives it right back out to Bradley Bunch. Straightaway 3, top of the key, no.
Good look.
And then out in transition, dance girls better keep their heads on a swivel. A basketball coming at them. Turnover on the Lions, their 13th of the contest. And you could see that UPIKE has kind of gotten this Bryan team that likes to play at a tempo, at an uncomfortable tempo. Just never have felt settled in much of this ball game. Here's Rigdon. Lost the handle on the basketball in the paint. It's Bowers taking it away. Tried to slip through a pair of defenders and lost the handles. There's Bowers, flips it back out to Gales. And Gales gets bailed out as he goes up and draws the foul. That's on Cutlip. His third, team 7th. So bonus the rest of the way now. And Dalen Gales to shoot 2. 3 of 4 is the junior out of Jefferson, Georgia. First one's up is good. Here's Tyler Best and L.A. Walker. Rigdon and Bradley Bunch will take a seat. Bunch today with 17 rebounds, 18 points.
He may be on the bench for maybe 3 minutes, I'm going to guess. Give him a breather.
You may be looking at a guy that's running off. I mean, I think it's going to be a slam dunk for AAC Offensive Player of the Week. You may be looking at a slam dunk for National Player of the Week with numbers like that.
Yep.
Gales hits them both. 55-36, 9 minutes to play. Warwick curls to the right. Goes out to Bunch, or excuse me, out to Best. And a foul away from the ball as it was a screen on the baseline. They'll get that one on Dalen Gales for his 4th, team's 5th. So the basketball goes to the Bears on the baseline with a fresh 20 on the shot clock.
They called it on DA.
Okay, so they've changed it. He held up 5. So change that back and put it on DA, his 3rd, instead of the 4th on Gales. So now Cutlip to trigger in. They go to Walker out of the corner. Warwicks will set things back up. L.A. Walker from the corner. 3's on the way. No. In and out. Bauer with a rebound. Kicks it ahead. Out to Torres. Torres curls and then finishes at the rim with the right hand. Timeout by Bryan. A full timeout. We'll step out as well. 55-38, 8:36 to go in the ball game. Back after this on the UPIKE Sports Network.
Achieve your dreams at the University of Pikeville.
$55-38, 8:36 to go as we welcome you back here on the UPIKE Sports Network along with our great crew. Charlie Pinson, I'm James Carr. Happy to have you along with us here on this Saturday afternoon, the 1st of February. Charlie, hard to believe we've already turned a calendar over to a new month. But conference tournament gets going down in Kingsport, Tennessee, coming up later this month. And then hopefully for both the men and the women, some national tournament visits as well.
Oh, got it blocked.
And then Looney has it taken away, so Gales with a block and a steal underneath. And an opportunity, a three-point play the old-fashioned way as Dalen Gales draws the contact and the foul. They'll get it on Cutlip, his 4th, team's 8th. Here comes Bradley Bunch in. He'll replace Cutlip. And the lead's down to 15. Gales has proven one thing, that he is going to go in there and try to draw contact on every single play.
Yeah, and he's got it quite a bit.
Really good job from the free throw line there for the three-point play the old-fashioned way. 17 points for him. 16 points for him. 55-41. Looney looks at a double team and gets mauled as he turns. That's on Torres, his first, team 6. So we're bonus the rest of the way. Do you like the bonus still being in basketball, the 1 and plus?
I do. I don't like the reset in every quarter.
Here's Looney. Turnaround hook shot rolls through. You know, it's something you've had to adapt to it in the game, obviously, but, you know, it has its elements. I will say this, it has made the game speed up. I will say that.
Yeah.
Unless you get into a game where you've got people who want to blow their whistle just to hear their whistle blow, and then you can shoot 50, 60 free throws a night. Looney whistle for the foul, his 4th, team's 9th, so double bonus the rest of the way. Josh Bauer to the line looking for his first points of the second half. So first free throw is up, no good. Cal Drake checks in, the sophomore out of Franklin, North Carolina, as he'll replace D.A.
Rigdon in for
Looney. So 2 players, with 4 personal fouls for UPIKE, as both of the Bauer free throws missed their mark. A 78% free throw shooter misses a big opportunity there, and the lead stays at 16 inside of 8 to play in the ball game. Here's Best from the corner for 3 ball, way too stiff. Gales took it off the window. He'll rush it into the front court. You know where he's going. He's going to the basket. It was raked out of bounds, touched last by UPIKE. He's got that head bob that he's always trying to draw the contact with and trying to sell it with the dramatics.
They're going to start calling that in high school now.
And he gets 2 more. It should be. In the high school, they're going to start assessing a technical foul for a flop. And, you know, there's some people that complain about that. They'll say, well, it's a judgment call. Well, that's the purpose of having 3 people on the floor. Everything they do is a judgment call. Speaking of a judgment call, that was a bad pass, but then Kean Warwicks runs it down from behind and rakes it out of bounds. They're going to call him for a foul, though.
Wow. One thing about it, there ain't no way he was fast enough to catch up with that to see that happen.
That's awful.
That was anticipation right there.
Yeah, that was a clean slap. So double bonus the rest of the way as Regal Moore will go to the line to shoot 2. First one is up, is good. You know, you talk about people with judgment calls, and they don't like the fact of it, but that's the purpose of 3 officials.
That's what an official is.
They're out there it's their judgment of whether they call the foul or not. Both free throws go home for Moore, his 6th point of the ball game. And the lead that was out once to 21 is now down to 12. 57-45. We've got 7 minutes left in the ball game. Here's Rigdon, cut off on the baseline, goes back out top to around the horn. It goes to L.A. Walker on the right wing. Bunch from the left elbow. Now L.A. Walker gets to the rack, can't finish, too stiff. Chance to get it to single digits with a 3 on this one. You know what's going to happen. Gale's going to the rack, and he lost the basketball, but he threw his head up trying to get it to go around.
The official didn't fall for that one.
Well, it's a timeout in the ballgame. I want to talk about the head coach for this Bryan team of Bryan Rikoski. He started the season with 446 wins, 12th most in active NAI coaches. He had 5 NAIA All-Americans, 27 AAC All-Conference players. He started his coaching career back in high school with Oak Forest Christian Academy. Went to Bethesda Christian in Brownsburg, Indiana, which he took them to a state championship. Spent 3 years when he went to the college ranks with Pillsbury College in Minnesota, then moved off to Crown College, 8 years there, in which he had 6 national title appearances, and then has spent 21 years at the helm of Bryan, and after this season is going to call it a career. But 30-plus years of coaching for Coach Bryan Rikoski. And after 21 years there on the bench in Tennessee, he said, I've had enough.
Well, I understand that. So Brad Bunch, 18-18 right now. The record is 26 rebounds set by Big Danny Moses, the 7-footer back in the 70s. The last 20-plus rebound game was 21 by Chris Cantino on January 27, 2014 versus Shawnee State.
That was a 2014 season that was, like you said, probably had one of the best teams, if not the best team in the nation. All right, 6:39 to go. Bears need some points on this trip. It's gotten stagnant with the offense and has allowed this Bryan team to get within shouting distance. Here's Warwicks. He gets bumped off the ball there by Regal Moore. His second, team seventh, so Warwicks will shoot one in the bonus.
I'm going to lobby for that foul call over with the official. You ever see one of them win one of those?
No, not often. First one from Warwicks is up, is good. Warwicks 3 of 5 from the charity stripe. 9 points, 3 rebounds when these two teams hooked up back in November. Again, we said he had a huge game in that win over Truett McConnell. 24 points for the junior. Just to get him to 9 points. And he got it. 59-45 pushes the lead back to 14. Cross-court pass off to Torres. Here's Moore. Spins off the elbow. On the baseline is a sweet little shot there from Moore. His 8th point of the contest. Trims the lead down to 12 at 59-47. 6 minutes to play. It's been a dandy that has been controlled by UPIKE pretty much the entire contest. Got a little stagnant here over the last 6 minutes. Has allowed Bryan to get back in this ball game. Walker tied up, goes into the corner. Best on the attack with a left hand. Can't get it to go home, gets his rebound, has it raked out of his hands though. Bauer took it away. 3 ball to get it inside of double figures, and it's off the fingertips of L.A. Walker out of bounds. And it'll go to the Lions on their baseline with 5:38 to play in regulation and down 12.
Good hustle, just got to grab those with 2 hands.
Here's Bauer. Attacking on Bunch. Walled up. Throws up a baby hook shot that's too stiff. Right off the backboard into the hands of Keenan Warwicks. Rigdon out of the corner. Bears will slow things down. 5:20 to go. Works from the near side. Now Bunch out top. He's had a huge game. And an offensive foul on UPIKE. That one's on Bradley Bunch, his second. Offensive player control foul, so no free throws will be awarded. Here's Cutler back on for Rigdon. A 2 would cut it to 10, a 3 would cut it to 9. For a team that's trailed by as many as 21. Here's a lob underneath, and it's stolen away. Bauer couldn't handle it, and Bunch takes it out of there. Here's Best. Warwicks. Step back 3. Yes! Big answer there by Keenan Warwicks. And the lead is 14. Only the 6th made 3 today. 3 ball off the mark there by Torres. L.A. Walker with a rebound. He'll jog it into the front court with 4:30 to go. Warwicks thought about another one. Cutlip. Cut off on the attack in the lane. Now back to Warwicks. He slams on the brakes so quick.
He does.
8 on the shot clock. Cutlip in the lane. Pumps. Kicks it out into the corner. 3 ball on the way. Got it! Tyler Best dials up from long distance for the second time. A 6-0 run by the Bears, and they push the lead back to 18. There's Gales. Gets hammered on the baseline. He's back to the line for 2 more. Look at the foul on L.A. Walker, his second.
He spent a lot of time there at the line.
Had 5 points at the half. Leads the team with 18. 6 of 7 from the charity stripe today. Flirting with a double-double. He has 8 rebounds and also leads the team. 3:50 to go on a rested clock, 65-47. UPIKE trying to take full control of the top spot in the AAC. Currently a half game behind, or excuse me, 1 game behind this Bryan team. But a win here today would put them in a tie at 12-3, but UPIKE would have the tiebreaker with both meetings headed up. 98-88 in the first meeting down in November. And then a full control here with 3:50 to play. 30-second timeout with 65-49 left to play. So now you're in a situation, Charlie, where you understand at some point in this game, Bryan is going to have to go into a situation of fouling. They still have 2 fouls to give before, or 3 fouls to give before they go completely into double bonus. But you have to understand who are the guys that you want to foul and who are the guys when you don't want to foul when they have the basketball.
Well, that's true. Of course, Bear's got a pretty good free throw shooting.
That's what I was going to say, 77.7% as a team. The guys that you have on the floor, Warwick's near 80%, Bunch 74, L.A. Walker 81, Tyler Best 92, Keenan Cutlip 73, Cade Looney 74. That's your starters. Take your pick.
Yep. They bring Rigdon in now. You got a 90% shooter on the floor.
So UPIKE basketball. Heads up play right there by Bradley Bunch before taking the possession of the basketball. He said, hey, I still have the baseline, right? And yes, you do, because the timeout was called before the possession was given. Now, if the ball is kicked out of bounds or they take another timeout, then he goes on a spot. Here's Cutlip, excuse me. Feeds it head off. Here's Walker. High up off the window, no good. Trying to follow it was Best, but he's fouled on the way up.
But Bunch or just beating him on the chest. I love the enthusiasm these guys have got tonight.
So Best will shoot 2, his first trip there. A 92.3% free throw shooter on the season, 12 of 13. Junior out of Seymour, Australia. Absolutely perfection as it tickles the twine falling through. Williston State was where he started before making the trip here to UPIKE.
I'm not sure where that one's at.
Not for sure either. Second one in and out, no good. 66-49, 17-point edge. Bauer out top of the basketball. Left wing threes on the way is good. As Andrew Lawrence hits the triple. And a timeout requested by Bryan. And it's a full timeout. 3:29 to play in the ballgame. 66-52. We return for the conclusion after this on the UPIKE Sports Network. .329 to play in the ballgame, 66-52 as we welcome you back here to the University of Pikeville on the UPIKE Sports Network. James Carter, Charlie Pinson, happy to have you along with us here at our great crew here this afternoon. Bryan's going to try to pick things up in backcourt and pick up the pressure. Tyler Best gets it across the midcourt stripe, and a foul right in front of Ty Compton. They'll get that one on DA, his 4th, team's 9th. So we'll shoot one in the bonus for L.A. Walker.
That'll be the last bonus shot, though.
Walker 3 of 3 today. Junior out of Columbus, Ohio. First one is up is pure. One more. Otero High School was where he called home. 28 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists when these two teams hooked up back in November. Averaging just under 15 a game on the season, 4.5 rebounds. Second free throw is pure. So L.A. Walker with 15 in the ball game, and the lead is 16 as we approach 3 minutes to play in regulation. Moore's shot won't go home. It may have been partially blocked by Bradley Bunch. Now Warwick's being hounded there by Bauer in the backcourt, gets the separation he needs to find some room as he gets across the midcourt stripe, and we go inside of 3 to play. Moore hounding Warwick's out top. Feeds it back out. Long-range jumper up is no good, and a foul. That one's on Lawrence, his first, team's 10th. And Bradley Bunch to shoot 2 now. UPIKE today, 15 of 19 from the charity stripe. Bryan, 14 of 18. But the number that jumps off, Charlie, that I look at right there, 42 to 28 on the rebounding.
Yep. Brad Bunch misses one.
Points off turnovers today. 21 points off of 15 turnovers for Bryan. UPIKE has also turned it over 15 times, but Bryan's only turned it into 9 points. And a very uncharacteristic double miss there by Bradley Bunch. Here's D.A. Gives it off near side Moore. Now Lawrence, straightaway threes on the way, is off the mark left side. Bauer saves it but throws it right into Tyler Best. Warwicks goes across the midcourt stripe. Here comes the run and jump, and timeout by UPIKE. Let's see what they get here. It's going to be a full timeout. Okay. We'll step out as well. 2:19 to go, 68-52. Back for more after this on the UPIKE Sports Network. .219 to go, 68-52. UPIKE trying to take firm control of the top seed in the conference while picking up what would be their 4th consecutive win. Both of these teams came in with 3-game winning streaks. UPIKE has been solid at home, though. 9-1 on the year, trying to pick up their 7th consecutive home win. Both teams a double bonus. The question will become, is Bryan going to try to foul and slow this game down, which is currently at a 16-point deficit? Into the corner, Warwick, spot up 3, yes! Just before the buzzer. Warwick's 3rd 3 of the afternoon. 4 players now in double figures for the Bears. He has 15. Jumper up won't go. Transition out to L.A. Walker with a left-handed finger roll. Transition buckets for the Bears, and the lead is back to 21. A quick 3 by Lawrence, no good. 90 seconds to go as Warwick will slow it down and walk it into front court. And the Bears are just a little bit over 1 minute away from taking the top spot in the conference. Tyler Best wants a 3. He's got it. How quickly that happened.
Yep.
And then a tie-up right in front of the Bryan bench. That's going to be on Keenan Cullop's 5th. So his day is finished. He will exit this basketball game with 10 points.
And that's the
That's
5
the
new
afternoon
ones.
for the starters as well. So entering the ball game is 5 new faces. David Robinson checking in. Wade Pelfrey comes on. Ethan Colgrove. Connor Lane. And also number 21, Lloyd. So 2 free throws for Dalen Gales, who has lived at the free throw line.
Yes, he has.
Here in the second half, hits the first one. Minute 10 to go, 76-53. Second one rolls off. Lloyd with a rebound. Wade Pelfrey, junior out of Hazard. Heck of a football player. Now David Robinson. Colgrove in between the rings. Inside of a minute to go, Connor Lane, 10 on the shot clock as he goes to Colgrove. Now Robinson penetrates on the baseline off the window for 2. And it's just a timeout to get a sub in, as we also got subs in for Bryan as well. So both teams emptying the bench.
The proverbial towel being thrown in.
When you go on a quick 9-0 run, that's kind of what you do with it. Here's English off the window for 2. About 7 seconds in between the game and shot clock, so the Bears will have to execute a full possession here. Colgrove from the corner. Pelfrey will give him some help. It's raked out of bounds. It'll stay with UPIKE. 13 on the shot clock. Here with 19 to play in the ball game. So Bradley Bunch gets to the 20 rebound mark. First time since 2014 that has happened here. We've talked so many times about that young man, of what he's been to this team, and I mean, he is just a warrior.
Yeah.
Shot clock is off as Yamamoto's 3 ball goes over top of the backboard, out of bounds. 10 seconds to go, and this will be a dribble out by Wade Pelfrey, and it's going to be the 19th win on the season for the Bears. They're 12th in conference, and the number 21 ranked team of the nation is now in firm control of the conference in the AAC with a 78-55 victory here this afternoon.